Hello everybody, it is Wolvesbane or Mark, depending on, what type of video you're watching, but today it's gonna be Wolvesbane because this is what I'm known by mostly in the TPF community. And speaking of that, a very good friend of mine, Fenrir, asked me to do this for him, so I was like, yeah, sure, that'd be awesome, I think it'd be great. And it's a wonderful idea that he's doing, and I, fully support it. There will be a link to, his stuff in my channel and all that. He's a really awesome guy. This is going on his channel, but he asked me to do a background of how I got into Team Fortress 2. And this is what this is. I'm going to, explain what really got me going into this game and, how I've progressed from being that horrible player wanting to do what everybody else was doing to the main that I am now. It was years ago, oh my gosh, when I started playing Team Fortress 2. At that point, Team Fortress 2 was free to play, so of course, being younger, being 18 now, and younger when Team Fortress 2 went free to play, I was like, oh man, there's this first person shooter, heck yeah, I get to do it, it's free, I don't have to pay for anything, yada yada yada. And I was just like, I'm sorry, getting into this. What really made me get into it was long ago when Star and Shibby used to play all the time, and that's what they uploaded on their channels. I got into it from them, and I was like, wow, Star is this really awesome spy, and then Shibby's this really great soldier, and I was just like, man, I really want to get into this and start doing that. So I went and found out that it was free to play, started getting to the storyline and the comics. Ended up getting a computer that could run it, because I didn't always have a computer that could run Team Fortress 2, but I got into it, got a computer that could run it, and started playing, and the computer wasn't that great, so here I was, oh, I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna, of course, play spy, get all these backstabs, yada yada yada. And it didn't work out that way. I did go through the whole training and stuff, for the different classes, and all the I did the offline training with the bots and all that crap, and I got pretty decent. And then I was just like, okay, maybe I can go into this random pub and do same thing that I've been doing with the bots. I learned quickly that that is not the case. And if you're gonna play, you're gonna have to, it's completely different playing with bots and then playing with people. So I was just like, okay, it's gonna be easy. No, I got into a VAP server and completely embarrassed myself as a spy, and I was just like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Yada yada yada. So, fast forward a little bit. I kept playing Team Fortress 2, and then I started getting into other classes and playing around with different weapons and drops that I got. I remember always being excited when I got a weapon drop, because keep in mind I was new at the point, so it was always a new weapon. So I was going around, I was just like, oh, I got the Phlogistonator, or the Degreaser, or the rocket jumper, or this and that, and all these weapons. I was just like, oh my gosh, they're gonna be so great, yada yada yada. And so I sit there and play, and then for a time, we moved, and when we moved, we had messed up in between the move, and we think it was because of the apartments and stuff that we're in now. The plugs were too much for the computer, and it shocked it. And that was just it. But for a time, I couldn't play Team Fortress 2, and I was just like really upset and all that because I couldn't get into the action or like get more weapon drops. I was really upset about the weapon drops. I was like, God, I can't expand my backpack and all that good stuff. And then I found out that you could do Team Fortress 2 in like a text-based format. So I started doing that. And instead of having Team Fortress 2 run, which it couldn't on my computer, because the computer at the time was a dinosaur and the graphic card wasn't good enough to run Team Fortress 2. Like, it would open, sit there, take like 30 years to load, and then close. So I really couldn't do much with that. So I started getting into, the console and all that, and found out that I could run Team Fortress 2 in a text mode. So at that point I was just like, this is great, because I don't have to play. I can go into an idle server and still get weapon drops. So when I do get a new computer, I'll have all these weapons when I get back waiting for me. So I did that for a while, and then finally I got a new laptop, and I was just like, yes. Team Fortress 2 was one of the first things I downloaded. I got back heavily into it. I started exploring more classes. I started playing Sniper a lot more. I got really good at Sniper. I started playing Pyro, started playing Soldier and Demo, like those types of classes. I tried different play styles and learned about each of the different classes that I played, and was fighting things and so that we get better. Fast forward even more from that time. That was like maybe a year or two ago. Well, more than a year. It was like 2 to 3 years ago when all that was happening. I stopped playing Team Fortress 2 recently. I quit playing for about half a year, about a year ago, and I do regret it because I got back into the game and then I was like, oh my god, how do you even play this? I completely forgot what to do, how to play the game, how to be that good player that I was, and it took some months getting back to get back into the full swing of things and like back to the quality standard that I used to be. Still not as good as a sniper as I used to be. I was a lot better 3 years ago. Now, not so much. I'm pretty much horrible at sniping. But that's not entirely my fault. Like, I have better ping now. I definitely have a better PC that can run Team Fortress 2, so my ping is a little lower than I'm used to. So I have to get reacquainted to the whole thing, like the new settings and all that I have for Team Fortress 2. I have to play around with my mouse a lot more because the sensitivity, I'm used to playing with really high sensitivity. And like being able to flick my wrist, I'm used to playing with really high sensitivity, and I'm used to being able to flick my wrist 45 degrees, and that's how much my character would turn and stop. He would stop when the mouse would stop. He wouldn't go a whole extra 5 degrees, all that jazz. He would stop right there while I stopped. Or if I turn 50 degrees, he turned 50 degrees. If I turn 70 degrees, he turned 70 degrees and stop. That's not the case. There's a little bit of leeway whenever I'm playing now, so I'm having to get used to that. Definitely compared to 3, 4, 5 years ago, even when I started playing Team Fortress 2 to now, I'm a lot better now than I was that time ago. I'm willing to play all the classes now. Whereas back then, I was like, I want to play Spy, or Pyro, or, Rage, pick a class because this person was doing this. Now, I know how to play each class. Well, I'm not as good with heavy as I am with any of the other classes, but that's just, I just have, excuse me, I'm just gonna have to have more practice with that and all that, and that's the thing, practice makes perfect, and all that sweet jazz, and yada yada yada. Yeah, I'm acquainted with more classes. I understand how classes are supposed to work. Their playstyles have different playstyles for each of them that are handy in certain situations. I understand that they're going to have certain classes that are going to be stacked, certain classes that are not going to have enough people to play. In most cases, I'll end up playing the class that nobody else is playing. Like, if we're on a server, somebody asks for a medic, nobody goes medic, I'll go medic. Not a good medic. Usually with medic, I try. And that's all, you know, you can really ever ask for. Like, the thing is with medic, I'll play, I'll heal people, but nobody will protect me. So here I am, this little medic all alone. Well, not really alone. My team's around me, but the team is more focused on the other team and what's going on with somebody else and screaming medic instead of protecting me so I can continue healing them. But, you know, I'm okay with that. If I die to keep one of my other teammates alive, like a heavy or soldier, and he goes to take out something, or he lives long enough to take out the thing that killed me, then I'm completely alright with that. It wasn't necessarily a waste of life, but I didn't exactly gain anything from it. I just helped the team more. I helped the team have an advantage over the other team, basically. But, I'm sorry, my train of thoughts. Definitely a lot better now than I was before. I am a better spy, but spy is not my main focus anymore. I'll play spy when we need a spy, or if I'm just in a public game, want a pub stomp, I'll play spy. Or if I really want to make people upset, I'll actually play my main, which is soldier. I went on ahead and decided to choose a main, and my main is now soldier. That's the class, that's my go-to class that I will play all the time. Beggar's Bazooka, Battalion's Backup, and the Whip. Because, for lack of a better name, I can't think of the actual name for it. I can never remember it. If Soldier wasn't my main, Pyro would have definitely been my main class, but I decided to go with Soldier because it's the damage output that I can do. I'm one of those people that I will jump straight in to whatever I'm doing, guns a-blazing. Can't necessarily do that with Pyro. I mean, you can WM1, but that's annoying. And, you know, WM1 is kind of easy to stop, especially if you're a soldier, because they're not going to air blast. And my 3 rockets, I get somebody that's running forward at me. Sure, he could be in my face. I might end up blowing myself up, but he's dead because he just took 3 rockets to the face because he doesn't know how to air blast. But, yeah, that's pretty much how I got into Team Fortress 2. It was through Shibby and Star. Shibby really inspired me to do the whole soldier thing because, you know, he's the rocket man they talk about. Star inspired me with the whole spy deal. So I was just like, oh, awesome, can do that. And then going throughout the years, finding more people like Germa, Mr. Paladin, Spirit, Iconacona, because I do watch a little bit of him. I do thank all of them, even though most of them probably won't see this, but I know Mr. Paladin and Spirit might see it. And I especially thank them for getting to get back together at TPF and having a place where I could talk to them and meet them. They're really cool people. I do recommend, if you ever get the chance to meet Paladin or Spirit, that you talk to them, because they're really awesome. There's great knowledge that you can learn from them. Oh my god, they're so smart. And like, they're passionate about what they do. But not just them. Other people in the TPF community, Fenrir, for example, great conversationist. Just talk to him about any type of theory, and oh my gosh, you'll have the greatest time ever. And there's other people like Can I Die, Mindless, Mint, Extraordinary, Chris, Speedy. All those people are really awesome people that I've met thanks to Paladin and TPF community and Mindless and Mint and Spirit. And I really thank the TPF community for, one, being able to let me join the community, and then so readily accepting me and like being friendly and asking if I ever need anything to let them know, yada yada yada. And I also thank them for having, like, just being this really awesome group. They've given me, like, they're people that I can talk to. I can have them featured in my videos. You've already seen a bunch of people featured in TPF Talks. And all in all, I thank them, especially the whole TPF community, for being as awesome as they are, for accepting me, being my friend, and, you know, having things go on that are encouraging and helpful for the Team Fortress 2 community. They're amazing people. If you ever get to meet any of them, please do talk to them. They're great people. You'll love them. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my Team Fortress 2, you know, background and the whole TPF community and all that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching.
Hello fellow ladies and gentlemen of TPF, and welcome to today's episode of Stories of TPF. Today's guest is Van Wolvesbane. Thanks for joining me for this interview today.
No problem at all. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. So, I'm gonna get to the basic first question that I'm dishing out like every time. Real goddamn name.
I actually don't have a problem sharing my real name, because, like, way for people to contact me. My first name is on my Steam, I think. I also have, like, this other thing which you can contact me, but it is Marquavius.
Alright, so then let's just hop over to the second question, which is, what's your birthday?
My birthday is January 26, 1997.
Oh, so you're 2 years younger than me. Alright. Didn't think so, actually. Alright, so then many people already know you're you live in the US, but what state is it?
I live in Alabama.
Alabama.
Oh yeah.
Alabama.
Home, sweet home.
Where the skies are blue. Alright, so you said that you were what were you working as again? Like, you're a techie, right? Or like,
Pretty much. I'm a chat agent for Verizon. I mean, that's special.
alright. Let's hop over to TF2 specific questions. First of all, is your main class?
My main is Soldier. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Right. The next question would be, why do you enjoy the Soldier that much, and what is it that the Soldier gives you? Wait a sec. That is actually answered in your backstory.
Vegas Bazooka.
Vegas Bazooka, alright. Vegas Bazooka, everyone. Main subclass?
My main subclass would be Pyro.
And why is that?
That is because I guess it's a fun class to play. It's a good counter to many of the other classes, especially Soldier. And since I do play Soldier a lot, I want to be able to counter myself, technically, if I were to meet another player that is as good as me, better than me, as a Soldier. So Pyro would be my subclass because I know how the Soldier plays. I know how mechanics work for the beggars and the weapon set that I use. So translating that into the Pyro, I will be able to counter myself, technically.
Alright. So, you get your own, next up, you get your own YouTube channel, by the way. Everyone who watches this, I'm putting that channel's link into every single of my videos, so please check it out. It's another TPF, it's another YouTube channel that has TPF based videos, and his TPF talk series is awesome. The idea behind it, to get people to be in touch and discuss things. It's one of the major things to get a community running, you know. So please do check it out. So how'd you get your YouTube channel started though? Like, what were your first steps?
When I first started, you know, I was like the whole typical, I saw this person do this, so I want to do it. And when I first started out, it wasn't anything special. Like, I would record this online, like, browser type video called World, and it was just like a little 3D chat interactive thing. You had little avatars you could buy and do all this other type of stuff. And from there, eventually I started getting into other games. I think I tried RuneScape at some point.
Classic.
Yeah, it's like very first MMO ever that like everybody plays.
Yeah, same here.
Then from
like,
go ahead.
Yeah, here in Europe it's not that well known, but I happen to be one of those people that played RuneScape a whole goddamn lot. My very first online alias, Baku 13. God damn it, it's been 7 years now. Oh my god, I'm old.
Not that old.
Originates from that, you know.
So you're not that old. From Gabe, it went to emulating games, so stuff like played Code Lyoko, Quest for Infinity for a while. I did Super Mario for a little bit. Stuff that I was used to, was having fun with. My page now. It's just been through.
Alright, now, after getting into TF2, and specifically after getting into TPF, are you gonna, like, affiliate your channel with Team Fortress 2 now, or rather not?
I actually have affiliated the channel with it, because where my channel was just, whatever was on it was on it. There wasn't really a theme for it. So, like, for a while, I would do Minecraft and then hop to this and then hop to that. It was never really a set thing, but now with TPF, I can set Team Fortress 2 as the main theme for the channel. But, of course, I'm going to have other stuff.
Alright. Next up is what exactly is that got you into TPF specifically?
Just like the whole influx of other people, I did join thanks to Paladin, so I do thank him for posting the video and getting it out there and started. But what really kept me was the whole idea that is behind TPF, and then of course the awesome community.
Speaking about getting into TPF, remember that both of us joined the same day?
We pretty much did.
With like, yeah, we really did. I was just like, all right, so what do you know about? What can you tell me about TPF? And you were like, dude, I just joined. Awesome times. Alright. Makes it even funnier though that both of us started to involve a YouTube channel around TPF, I guess. And like I said, check out his TPF talks, or maybe even try to participate in them, because the idea itself, it's great. And it's to get to know people on TPF rather than just to, you know, like to express yourself like you do with my videos. So, Wolf, next question would be, are there any people that you'd like to call out to that are, you know, like important enough that you say, alright, no or never, this is my video, this is my chance to express myself, this person has to be mentioned?
There isn't any specific person per se, because like I don't want to have people think like their favorites and stuff when it comes to this and all that, and then I don't want people arguing over this person, his name was said in this, but I've been helping him doing this and he didn't mention my name. So instead, I would give a shout out to the entire community as a whole, because all of you are awesome. Like, I've had multiple people come up to me and be like, if you need help with this, let me know. If you need help with this, let me know. I can do this for you, yada yada yada. And all in all, everybody as a whole community has just been really helpful.
Yeah, I agreed on that. And on that part, I want to thank everyone that offered me their help with this project. Alright, next question would be, do you have any specific plans in mind for how is TPF gonna continue for you? How is Team Fortress 2 in general continuing for you? Or how is gaming in general continuing for you now that you have been in TPF?
I definitely think from here on out we can go nowhere but up, because like the energy in the community is great. There's been a lot of support. Everybody gets along with each other most of the time, and everybody's friendly. I think TPF is going to continue to grow as it has been doing every day.
Especially in this.
When it comes to gaming,
was set up to contain the undead.
I don't ever see myself stopping gaming or my YouTube channel. I have been growing in the past month. Like, I've had a spike in my subscribers thanks to Paladin, Spirit, and the TPF community. So I will definitely be continuing doing YouTube. Maybe one day when I'm out there, or if like a possibility that I can make YouTube my main thing that I do. But for now, It's not my main thing. I do it when I can, and I'm trying to do like consistent uploading, especially with this whole schedule change with work. And yeah, I don't plan on stopping anything anytime soon. I plan on investing like money and stuff into, well, more money than I already have, to projects that I've started, like joining TPF and my YouTube channel.
Alright. So I guess this about sums up today's interview. Thanks for joining me today for this one, and thanks for taking your precious time.
Alright, thank you so much for having me, because you know, wouldn't be much of an interview if I didn't have somebody to interview me. So I'd just be sitting here talking to my computer screen like I normally do, because that's what YouTubers do, and we're crazy.
I know, right?
I mean,
yeah, I'll do that on my video, probably.
I mean, that's basically all it is. You're sitting there talking to your computer screen, pretending you're talking to people when you're not.
Yeah, I know, right? So, thing is, though, it's especially, you know, since you now are a lot alike, mate. At least it feels like that quite often. It was especially important for me to have you over out of all people, because like you were one of the 3 people that I have met in my first getting into TPF. So, you know, yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Damn. Alright, everyone, if you want your own story to be told in a later episode, feel free to send it to fenrirspyfang@gmail.com. Feel free to add your Steam profile link to the email so that I can contact you with more ease. And like if you did, subscribe to get to know the community more, share among other TPF members so that we have the chance to become even more of a community. And most important of all, have an awesome day, everyone. See you soon.
Bye, guys.
And see y'all.